Today we are going to do a quick walkthrough of the dashboards that go in conjunction with our landscape analysis, which are an interactive tool you can use to dig into the findings from the regional landscape analysis. So if you navigate to the EE provider page here, you can scroll down to the dashboard and you can click either the blue button here or the actual photo, and that will take you to the dashboard. And you can navigate through this in this page, or you can click the Looker Studio logo down here in the bottom right corner, and that will allow you to view the dashboard as its own page. It will take a few minutes to load because it is pulling quite a bit of data in. So if I navigate over to where I have the full dashboard pulled up, you can see here this has a toolbar over here on the left side that you can expand to see each of the individual pages, or you can access those here. And just a quick note, this dashboard is best viewed on a desktop. It is not mobile friendly. So you can navigate to each of these pages, and let's say if we go to the provider page, you can actually see all of the different environmental education providers who responded to this survey, and that will take you to their websites. And if you would like, you can search for a specific EE provider. It is important to keep in mind that this is case sensitive, so if you do not use capitals, it will not find the provider for you. Make sure that you clear these filters anytime you are done doing that, or it will limit your data to just that information. You can also use the state filter if you only want to see EE providers in your state. And you can use any of these filters. If you only want to see nonprofit organizations, then you can also filter by nonprofits. If you only want to see those that fall into a disadvantaged community as defined by the federal government, or if you want to look at who is the audience they're serving, you can use any number of filters to hone in on specific organizations and providers. If you, again, go back and reset your filters anytime you're going to be looking at something else, if you head over to program audiences, you can also see how some of these filters work. For example, you could be looking at the audience served based on very specific things like who is being served with classroom presentations. And you can filter that data and it will update the graphic with that information. If you head over to our employee benefits page, this tells you a little bit about what benefits are currently being offered by most EE providers for their staff, and then what the starting hourly rate is for the pay. And if you want to see the benefits information updated for just your state, then you can click on just your state here and it will update the graph here. So anytime you have two graphics on one page, you can filter that data by clicking on the information you're looking for. And then if you click it again, it'll expand that again. If you did not get an opportunity to include your organization or entity in this effort, then you can click here on Add Your Information and fill out the survey, and it won't happen instantly, but once we have updated our and done the data cleanup, we will get your information added to this page as well. And then if you're interested, you can also download either the entire dashboard or select pages. You can choose those here. Under additional options, you can use things like adding a link that takes you back to the report and things like that. So that's a great resource if you want to share this. And then if you are back in our website and you go over to the schools report, there is also a schools dashboard which has our newest information. And if you scroll down to that, same thing, you can click there and take it over to the schools dashboard here. And it works pretty much the same way. You can see all of the data from the schools. Now, a couple of things I want to show you. If you go over to the outdoor learning overview, for example, you can filter this by state and see just the data for your state. You might also say, I'm really only interested in working with early childhood, so you could go and filter this by kindergarten and pre-K just to see those numbers. And you can see how those percentages changed based on the grade level that you're looking at. You do have to select each grade level because not every school is structured the same way. We have some K-8 elementary schools. We have different ways of combining early childhood, and so you do want to go in and select the grade levels that you're interested in. And then to clear those filters, same thing, you go down here and click Reset Filters. If you go over to the amenities page for outdoor learning, this is a great example of two graphs on one page where if you, this question asks which amenities they have available on the campus, and this one on the right asks which outdoor amenities are used in learning. So if you only want to know of those schools who have outdoor classrooms, how many are actually using it, you can click on outdoor classrooms over here, and it will update this graph to show you how many of the schools that have an outdoor classroom are actually using it. Same for school gardens. You could say if they have a school garden, how likely are they to be using it? 72% of schools with school gardens are actually using it. And again, you could go over here and filter that by grade level. You could filter that by whether it's a Title I school, the state that it's in, whether it's a public or private school, and any other number of filters. We also have filters for teachers indicated how confident they are in providing environmental education, and so you could filter by the confidence levels as well. So there's a ton of pages here that you can dig into on both dashboards. We hope that you'll find it useful as you dig into these findings a little more, and that you take advantage of the opportunity to download these and share them with your networks. Thanks for watching this tutorial.